As you could probably tell by the title of this video, I recently have seen Dune. And by recently, I mean like last week. And I really just had to sit on it. Usually when I do movie reviews, I try to do them so everything's just in my mind. But I genuinely can't tell if I like this movie or not. After watching the movie, I literally just sat and just thought to myself for like 30 minutes. This movie was genuinely hard to sit through. It felt extremely long, and it only is around 2 hours 30 minutes. I could sit through Avengers Endgame, but this movie, it felt so very, very, very long. And for being hyped up, it's only the first part of the book. There's 6 books. So if they continue this pattern and do like the 3 parts from each book in one separate movie, it's going to be around 18 movies. If they decide to do that, I will not support this franchise. I am not going to go sit and watch 18 movies. Something interesting is how they kind of like skipped a part of the character from the book for the fat guy, the Duke. Not the Duke, the Baron. The Baron in the book is a pedophile. They just cut that out of the movie. I guess I could see why, but it was a little weird. This movie, it's interesting. I generally can't tell. It was the most mid movie of the entire year so far. And this whole year, I've gotten movies I hate, gotten movies I love, and gotten movies I thought were good. But this, I cannot tell whether I think it's good or bad. Because some of the action is really good, and I honestly love the sound design. The sound design is amazing. If you didn't know, I personally love sound design, and I think good sound design could really carry a movie. If you saw my Alien reviews, I really loved the sound design of the Alien movies. Now here, I think the sound design was amazing, especially like the voice. The voice I thought was dealt really well in this movie. So in the sound design department, that's a 10 out of 10. No question to ask. I love the sound design in this movie. I thought it was amazing. But I don't really care for any of the characters, and really just sit there and watch them and don't really care much for them. It's impossible for me to tell whether I like the characters or dislike them. It's impossible to tell if I like anything other than, of course, the sound design. So with a movie like this, I don't know if I like it or don't like it, so I have to just be perfectly honest and just give it a 5 out of 10. Because I don't know what else to give it. What could I give it? So yes, this movie will be giving a 5 out of 10. That's really it. Generally, would I recommend this movie? No. I don't think you get much out of it. I literally read the book earlier this year preparing myself for this movie, and I didn't care for it. So do yourself a favor, don't watch it. I know it's probably out of theaters by this point, but don't watch it.
Socialism is when the government does stuff. And it's more socialism the more stuff it does. And if it does a real lot of stuff, it's communism.